"Help! My husband has beaten me. Please, arrest him." That woman was Adaora. And standing before her, eyes wide with shock, was her husband, Chidi, a man who had never lifted a hand against her. Before he could speak a word, officers locked cold iron cuffs around his wrists and dragged him away. Within weeks, he lost his job, his visa, and everything he had built. And just like a leaf blown across foreign waters, Chidi was deported back to Nigeria. But to understand how a loyal husband fell into such a cruel trap, we must journey back to where this story truly began. In the warm town of Enugu, Chidi and Adaora lived like two birds sharing the same wing. They laughed under the shade of mango trees, dreamed beneath quiet stars, and held each other with a promise that tomorrow would be theirs. When Chidi received his papers to work in faraway Britain, he held Adaora close and said, "My love, let me go ahead. I will bring you over once I stand on my feet." And Adaora, with a soft smile, whispered, "I will wait. My loyalty will not change." With those promises tied to his heart, Chidi traveled across the ocean. But even the strongest ropes can strain under time. In Britain, life tested Chidi in every way. He worked from dawn to dusk, construction by day, cleaning by night, deliveries on weekends. He saved every extra penny, dreaming of the day Adaora would join him. 2 years passed. Finally, she arrived. Their reunion at the airport was warm enough to melt winter's chill. But as the elders say, when a person enters a new world, new desires may enter the person. And so it was with Adaora. At her new workplace, she met a man named Tega. He dressed like wealth itself. Fine suits, shiny cars, the smell of expensive perfume. He spoke with the honeyed tongue of temptation. "A beautiful woman like you deserves more than struggle. Stay with me and you will enjoy life." Slowly, like smoke drifting toward an open window, Adaora followed his charm. Chidi worked tirelessly, unaware that shadows had crept into his home. But once the ear listens to the wrong whisper, the heart may follow. Tega wanted Adaora completely, and he knew Chidi stood in the way, so he whispered a plan dark as midnight. "Accuse him. The law would chase him out. Then he will be mine." Greed clouded Adaora's judgment. She agreed. And that decision birthed the cold London nights that destroyed Chidi's world. Back in Nigeria, Chidi carried the weight of heartbreak like a stone bound to his chest. He sat beneath the old Udala tree, wondering how everything had shattered so quickly. But fate does not leave the innocent to drown. One afternoon, he met his childhood friend, Ifeanyi, who listened in silence. "My brother, even a tree cut down can rise again if its roots are alive." With his friend's help, Chidi started over. He built a business. It grew, then prospered. He rose from the ashes the world tried to bury him in. And in that new chapter, he found love again. A gentle, kind-hearted woman named Neka. She became his peace. She became his home, and she bore him 2 children, a boy and a girl, who filled his life with laughter. Chidi had found light again. But the world never forgets what we plant. One Harmattan morning, a faint knock came at Chidi's gate. He opened it and froze. It was Adaora. Her once glowing face had dimmed. Her clothes were worn. Her voice trembled with regret. "Chidi, forgive me. Tega, he was a scammer. He took my savings, my belongings, everything. He ran off with another woman. When I couldn't renew my stay, they deported me too. I have nothing left. Please, take me back." Before Chidi could answer, Nneka stepped out quietly, holding their 2 children by the hand. Sunlight rested on them like a blessing. Adarala's eyes filled with shame. Her knees weakened. Her voice faded. Without another word, she turned and walked away from the life she once threw aside. The elders say, "The path you choose today is the shadow that follows you tomorrow." Greed may open the door to pleasure, but it always leads to a room filled with regret. If you've ever witnessed a betrayal that life eventually corrected, share your story in the comments. Your words may guide someone who needs wisdom today.